Hey, what's up, guys? It's An and Henry. We just got back from the airport picking up a new package from Indonesia. So we're gonna pretty much unbox this package for you and show you guys what we got inside, okay? So opening up the first box right now. Sumatra, right? Yep. Alright. Okay, let's move this box out right this side. Okay, so first box.
Pull it out.
Yeah, hold on, I'm gonna help you. Okay, we got the cardboard out. Now we're gonna wrap the end of this. Alright, here we go.
They're moving, so
Okay, everything looks good.
pretty good.
Pretty good. There's some stinky fish in there, so I know a few of them die. Like,
DOA.
got some DOA here.
But most of it looked pretty good from up here.
There was gonna be some DOA, so, but just from looking at these right now, they look good.
Let's see what's down here. Oh.
Oh, what is that? Is that an Unimak?
Pejasen.
Okay.
It's a Unimac.
Alright, so we're gonna unpack these fish out, and then we're gonna show you what we got with this box, and then we're gonna undo this box. Alright. Currently in the process of sorting out these fish. So we got one box done, and now we gotta do this box. It's gonna be a whole day of work. Henry's here sorting out the what are these? Posophones, nappies,
Miniopinas.
Neopinas. Neopinas. Got tons of fish for you guys. Alright, folks, we are getting these fish out of the bags into these containers with some clean water to get them ready to be in the chip system. So this process, pretty much try to get them accumulated to the water we have here, and this way we don't have to reuse the water that's in the bag, because the water that's in the bag is pretty nasty. So they can be accumulated in these containers before they go into the chip system. And Henry's doing just that right now. These are all going to be first fish to go. Urimaculadas. Different types. Alright, buddy, we're almost done. Check out all the bags of the fish we just debagged. We're gonna do the linke now. Linkes, the peros now, and Henry's gonna show us his technique.
We're gonna start them off in here. We just always just pour it in, add a little bit of RO water. We mix it up, and then we'll slowly acclimate by adding more water over time.
So hold on, let me grab this side. There you go. So we're adding a little bit of oil water here, and then we're gonna dump in the fish with the current water. And it's just like the other fish that we did. The reason why we do this is because we want to accumulate them to our water, but we also don't want to use the water that they come in with. So they have to do that. They have to be in this container first before they go into the tanks. Luckily, these linkiais usually come in pretty good condition. So.
Then we'll do a dripper on this.
Yeah, we're gonna slowly drip more RO water into this. It's not necessarily RO water, but it's just the water that we use.
Yep, so there's a DOA right here.
Yeah, one DOA. Also, this is a good way for us to pick out all the dead ones. So I would say 1 DOA is pretty damn good.
Yep.
Okay. What fish you holding? You pouring in?
Filamentoses.
Alright, so Barrels fermentosus. How'd it look?
Not good. Some tiny ones though, but I don't see any DOAs.
Check the bags. Make sure you don't get stuck in the bags.
Nothing.
Okay.
We're good.
Alright, they look good. There's some really big ones, some tiny ones for some reason. What the?
Yep. Those are babies.
Yeah. That's some whack.
Here's
Alright.
Philatensis, which is a type of chocolate gourami.
Yeah, we have chocolate gourami, so he's gonna go ahead and pour these chocolate gouramis in.
So here.
Here, this tray. I think this is the 3rd time we got these in, right?
Yep. Second batch wasn't that great, but
Yeah, the
these
second time we
look-
had these wasn't that great, but these look good.
Yep, they're all good.
Are they all good? No DOAs?
One more bag of Linkias. Wait, what's that one? That's a Polios.
These are Polios. Oh, I thought these were Linky Eyes. Okay, these are Linky Eyes. Let's take a look how they look. Any DOAs?
Yep.
Yeah, there's some DOAs in this one. Well, for the most part, they look good. I think maybe 3 or 4 DOAs. Okay, use a chopstick. It's okay. Pick them out with a chopstick.
Asian style.
Asian style, yeah.
Some of them are still good.
Yeah. They're barely hanging on to life. We'll give them a chance.
Yeah, I think they're good.
This guy. This guy. Oh.
They're good. Let's just wait and see what happens.
Oh, okay. Actually, some of them are actually still alive. We're just gonna leave them alone, see what happens. We're gonna trip them in some nice clean water. Hopefully, some of them will come back alive. But overall, this is all the DOAs we have. It's not too bad. Okay, so this is how we accumulate them in after we got them in the containers. So we're trying to slowly get them into this tank, which is empty and it's full of bruises. It's quite nice. Yeah, get them to get used to the water that we have, so that we don't use the water that they come in with.
And we always check the pH of what the water they come in to see if it matches ours, and that determines the rate of flow that we drip it in. If it's pretty close, then we'll drip it in a lot faster.
Yeah, usually these fish come in around pH of 6.5, which should be pretty close to where they come from in their environment.
I think
So
more like 6 probably.
probably more like 6. So these are right here. We have chinois, albies. These are all waiting to get tripped in. So to put these, what are these, Henry?
It's Antuta.
Antutas that we
That we
accumulate
trip.
them to the water, and we're gonna pretty much scoop them back into the trip system that Henry has here. So let's take a look at his trip system. And to avoid using the water that it came in, we're just gonna scoop them out and put them in here. And here they go. Go in here till they're ready. And we got a bunch more to go. Looking way better than we got them out of the bag. Got about 2 racks of these. These are like our quarantine racks.
That's all females?
There's more female, got more few. Alright, we just dumped these guys in a tank. Take a look. Gouramis, chocolate gouramis.
Oh, crossband chocolates.
Yeah, crossband chocolate. Looking pretty good, already looking for food. Very cool. Love these guys. Alright guys, so it's almost midnight and I still got a lot of work to do. So I'm back home here. I brought some fish along with me. And I am dripping in a pair of Antutas to be put into this rack. So right now me and Henry still has a lot of fish. We're gonna probably spend another 2 hours before we go to bed, and then I'll give you guys an update in the morning. What's up guys? So it's been 48 hours since we got the fish in, and currently I am dripping in some fresh water. So I want to tell you guys what I did up until this point to keep the fish nice and healthy once we get them in from overseas. So if you look at this tank here, you can notice there's a slight yellowish green tinge. So what I did was I got the fish in to this quarantine rack here, and I medicated it with nitrofurazone and Acclimation. And what those medicine do is they essentially kill off any of those infectious bacteria that kills bettas really quick, like coronavirus or any kind of like topical bacterial infection. That's because those infections are usually triggered by stress, and undoubtedly those fish are stressed out when they come here to America, because it's usually a 3-day flight from Indonesia to America. So then after about 48 hours, and these fish have kind of been disinfected by the medication, I pretty much remove all the water, or most of it, like 80% of the water containing the medication, and then start replacing it with clean fresh water. There's a heater, and what I do is I pour water into the sump, bring the temperature up to adequate level around 80 degrees, 78 to 80 degrees, and then I'm going to drip in the new clean fresh water into these tanks pretty slowly. And this is going to take pretty much the rest of my day. So far it's looking pretty good. I have lost maybe 2 fish. I lost a Chinoy and a Dennis Youngie, but considering that we got in over like 200 fish and we only lose that many fish, I would consider that's pretty good. So I have the filter sponges from that sump on the quarantine rack over here in this sump on this main rack, just soaking in the water and keeping the nitrifying bacteria safe from the antibiotics. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to run the quarantine tank with the UV on for a few days, 1 or 2 days, before I bring back in these sponges. That way the nitrofurazone and the Acclimation will start to degrade on its own, and the UV also kind of helps it degrade it down too. So once that's all cleared out of the system on the quarantine rack, I'm gonna go ahead and bring in these sponges to put in the bottom of that sump, so that the quarantine rack will now have its own form of bacteria to take care of all the waste. And here is some aliens. Oh, trying to get it to focus. Here's the Unimax snacking on some baby brine shrimp. They are looking pretty good, considering that they just came here 48 hours ago. So these guys held up pretty well.